So here's incompetence. And if any of you are neurodivergent, like myself, hopefully the colors and the images are helpful to you. But otherwise, I will talk through everything that's here. So incompetence, it is pretty obvious one. This is the set of actions that you do, and let's be real, you're not very good at it. You may even be like seriously subpar. Yet somehow they fill up quite a bit of your day. They're time consuming, they're tedious. You enjoy none of it. You find yourself drained of energy. If none of the above was true, you can also notice when you have no energy, but nothing has actually been happening. You haven't been doing anything. Your cognitive load has been intense enough that you're exhausted. You're questioning whether you're even good at anything, actually, when you're in this state. You're frequently thinking about quitting. You have high anxiety attached to the result, the outcome. You're saying things like I should and I have to and I must and I gotta. That's this area. So incompetence for me, website design, SEO, sales and marketing, friggin' landscaping. Okay, I rent this house and I can't deal with the like outside part of it. Home ownership in general, right? So my point is this does not have to necessarily mean work related. We're talking about the holistic self. So all the different slices of your life pie are within these 4 zones. Competence is our step up. These are the things that you can do for sure. Also time consuming, also tedious. You kind of hate having to do them. They come up often. They're recurring. It's super go along to get along. You have the skills to do the thing or figure the thing out, but you don't really want to. So you end up procrastinating, pushing it, shelving it. I'll do it next time. So these are the things you might want to delegate, right? So for me, admin, I work for myself. So I'm a woman of all trades here. I'm doing marketing, I'm creating content, I'm doing the budgeting. I have to know about money. Like I'm doing it all. Planning travel or experiences. Love to travel. Someone else do it for me, for the love of God. Data entry, quarterly taxes, did that today. So got to do it. Would it be best if we could migrate this to someone else? Yes. Excellence is where things get a little exciting and where people often find themselves sitting in comfort. So this is the arena where the tasks that you're doing, you do them well. You get praised for them. You may even be sought after for it. This is your comfort zone. This is the place you go back to after a triggering piece of feedback on a work result. After someone has told you, hey, you need to spend a little bit more time on this other thing, and you're nervous, so you go back to the thing you're really good at. This is where you tend to go when you're uncertain of what to do next. So if we're applying to jobs and we're applying anywhere and everything ever and not within our zone of genius, then we're going to be stuck in the application stage for a very, very, very long time. The thing with this zone is that this is a good landmark to know, you'll feel a nagging pull that although you're in fact great at whatever this is, you're learned, maybe you got a degree in this thing, it just doesn't feel aligned. And alignment feels like fulfillment. It feels like satisfaction. It feels like purpose. It feels like the puzzle pieces fit. And with your unique gift to give to the world, it's not being delivered through this medium. So for me, I have a career of 10 years in community management. And it took me all of last year to recognize that really I've been in my zone of excellence the entirety of my professional career, not my zone of genius. So yeah, I'm good at a lot of things. And if anybody else in here is a millennial, a trophy child, like everybody gets a trophy, even if you got completely last place and last ass place, we struggle with this one very much. So genius. This is a space where you're just stretched outside of your comfort zone. It shouldn't feel impossible, improbable. It feels like that uncertainty between, am I excited or am I terrified? And it's the same energy state. So you just actually get to choose. When you're at that coin where it could be this or that, you get to be at choice. So this zone, once you dust it off, because let's face it, you've probably allowed some of your zone to be in the attic somewhere. It's whatever you're uniquely and innately great at. It allows you to get into flow whenever you're energized in it. You find your energy actually gets generated by simply being in that space, doing that doing.
Viki,
Yeah.
you said this is something outside your comfort zone, but when I think of doing things where I feel energized, in flow, and exuberant, and desire to
Yeah,
thrive,
exuberant.
I
Yeah.
don't feel inside my comfort zone. I feel like I'm living where I need to be.
That's perfect. That's excellent.
Okay.
I
You just
yeah,
make
I
a
don't have
comment
a
and I don't, yeah.
oh, us, no problem. So many people have felt that it is actually quite terrifying to move into something that they're innately good at because people may not follow them. They may have to start from zero. They have to start from scratch. They have to do it over again. Am I going to create a career out of this, or should this just be a hobby? All of these additional thoughts tend to push us back into our comfort zone. So that's the distinction that I'm making, is being in your zone of genius, if it's um, unfamiliar, to actually lean in to who you are, which is common for a lot of people. And it is scary. And it does feel like you're stretching just a tad outside of your comfort to then remain in a place that gives you boundless energy, like where you're already at, Gina. So just because you didn't align with the comment that I made doesn't make it also untrue for others that may be here. Does that make more sense? Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So, and I thank you for bringing that up because, right, it's not about like age or even experience in the things you've been doing in life. It's about, do you allow yourself to be who you are, no matter the environment in which you are in? Do we seek acceptance or do we seek belonging? Belonging comes from myself. Acceptance comes from everybody in this Zoom room accepting me. I am beholden to whether you accept me or not. I am not beholden to you if I believe that I belong here speaking to you now about what I'm speaking about. That that takes a long time. I don't know about everybody else, but it is uncomfortable. And so I'm just trying to share that finding yourself in a place of comfort with what you bring to the table can be brought to every table. And no matter how different it may look, is perfectly aligned. So your zone of genius can be seen as a function of who you are being while you're doing. So Gina, you were just saying, you feel in flow, you feel exuberant. That's your states of being whilst you're doing the thing, whatever the thing is, even if it's friggin' knitting, right? It could be whatever. And that right there is the gift. It's the being while you're doing the other stuff. And we live in this capitalistic Western world where the doing matters more. So we are told, but the being matters more because I think it was Maya Angelou who said, people will never forget how you made them feel, essentially. So we're trying to get there.